James Banks here for Definitive Esports. I'm here with my StarTale buddy NaNiwa on Quantic Gaming, living the StarTale house, living the Korean dream. You're here in your home country of Sweden. You've just played through the groups. How did you find your games? You went 6-0, so it seemed pretty easy. Anything slightly hard?
I played against Devil. He's high master something. He was pretty hard in the second game because I underestimated him too much and had too much fun. So that almost cost me a loss.
So you're saying you had too much fun. Were you kind of just not taking it too seriously, just having a bit of fun, and he started to get ahead?
I played game 1 and I won extremely easily. So I want to end it really fast because I didn't feel it was giving anything. So I got a bit ahead of myself and made some bad choices that I wouldn't have if I played really calm.
So looking at this event as a whole, are there any players that you're worried about playing? Because if you look at the lineup and the style of players here, it's not the highest level of Korean players we've seen at a Dreamhack, slightly lower than normal. So are you fairly confident?
I'm confident against everyone except for Stefano and Rhett, I guess. I'm still not the best against Zerg. They still weigh my worst matchup, but I can still win against any Zerg. It's just a lot harder than winning against a Protoss or a Terran. So if I don't get so many Zergs, or if I play really well against them, I can win.
So everyone seems to be saying like, oh, Zerg's Imber, and we're having problems against Zerg. Do you think it needs to be a patch fix, or do you think it's just a strategy you haven't come up with yet, or players haven't come up with yet?
Well, players haven't come up with yet. We don't know that, obviously, since for obvious reasons. But in the current meta game, Zerg is extremely strong. At least I think it's very hard, and a lot of other players complain too. I think a patch would be good as long as it doesn't affect too much.
Okay. So another Swedish player here, Forzane, he's been doing well recently. He's had a lot of praise, basically. Do you think he deserves the attention he's been getting since winning the previous Dreamhack Open?
Well, he won a Dreamhack, so the attention he's getting is obviously deserved. I think so, at least, because if you win a major tournament, you should be acknowledged. The hype might have been too much because he joined EG though, so it's inevitable. EG are very good at promoting their players, and if they win a major event, it's just obvious that they will be praised so much. So I don't blame him.
Another thing I noticed when we were walking around together earlier and just now, Swedish fans, they love you. They keep coming up to you, talking to you, just shaking your hand and stuff. Does that motivate you? Do you really enjoy that, or does it get a bit annoying at times?
Never annoying. They are not like the US fans who just barge in whenever in any situation and they just scream at you loudly, wanting your sign, and they're just more, well, I guess it's because I'm from here, so I'm used to how they act, and it's absolutely no problem, and I love it. It motivates me a lot, but it also makes me feel bad because I haven't won a Dreamhack previously. So I feel like for the amount of love I'm getting, I should at least win a Dreamhack for them.
So you said in the GSL, if you didn't reach the finals, you wouldn't be happy, and you said this in an interview before. You didn't make the finals. Are you still living by this philosophy that you're not happy with your performance if you don't make the finals?
When I was playing the round of 8, like right before it, I was like, wow, I'm getting so much attention on all the sides. Apparently I'm so good and so impressive, had such a good run, and I should be proud or something like that. But when I played the games, I just thought, this is bullshit. I can beat that guy. He's not doing anything special at all. I shouldn't lose to a player like him. Obviously, MVP is extremely good at planning out like a series. He's like, he knows, he can read a person much better, like in like raw skill, like speed and just gameplay. He's not the best player at all. But in planning a series, he's extremely good, and I think I played a bit into the predictability of my style, and I should have just played it way more safe. I just thought I could cut a lot more corners than I actually could. So I wasn't extremely upset that I lost, but I was upset at myself for not believing in myself. I should have at least believed that I could win, but I went into it with too much. How do you call it when you're humble? Just I was too humble before I came into the series, and I had too much respect for him.
Okay. So this GSL season, now you did really well coming into this. Okay, you lost to Creator once, but you came back, beat him. If your groups go all the way, like, is there any players that you're worried about playing in the GSL, or would you kind of like to maybe face MVP again and beat him? Or
yeah, I said so in the Korean interview actually, that I want to play MVP again.
Okay.
I think it would be really good, and I think this time I would have an edge over him, because his same mind games would not work anymore.
Yeah.
And I think in raw skill I can compare to MVP. Don't want to face, I guess, maybe Dongregu would be very tough for me.
Okay. So looking at GSL and Dreamhacks, like GSL you have a long time to prepare for a certain matchup, and obviously Dreamhack you can play against anyone and it's random. Which format do you prefer and why?
I prefer the GSL format by far. Before I didn't play GSL, I liked this kind of format, but once I played GSL I just realized it's way higher level in the games, because you can prepare for so long, and it makes for much more interesting games. Everything is well thought out, and there's a lot of mind games involved. Here it's more like you play one game, bam, 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 bam. You choose the build you're comfortable with and you go with it.
Yeah.
It's not like you can prepare a certain map against a certain opponent. So it's much more, I guess, a raw skill.
Yeah.
Which is why players like MVP and Nesty aren't doing as good in those leagues, but they're much better at planning.
Okay. So you've been at StarTale now for a while with Quantic. How is everything going there? Everything still going well? Any really positive points and any negative points about it?
I guess in the beginning it was extra good, because they expected me to not understand the culture. So I had leniency with everything, I guess. But now they expect me to know exactly how Korea works. Yeah. They expect everything of the culture. So sometimes they stop speaking to me and so on, because apparently I've done something rude to their culture, but the Korean culture is that if they've done something wrong, you never say it. You just bottle it up. You don't, and you hope it goes away after a while. Yeah. That's like the Korean way. Unlike here where we just we confront each other and we talk it out, and then it's fine. But there you never know if it's wrong. No. You never know what's going on, at least for me, and that's very confusing sometimes.
Are you slowly learning?
Yeah, I'm slowly learning, and I realized that they expect me to understand their group culture a lot more as well. Like in Korea you don't do things alone. Yeah. It's like when you go eat, everyone eats. Yep. When you go somewhere, everyone goes. It's like that, and I'm just not used to it since I'm Swedish, and here we do things alone a lot. Yeah. And also I didn't have any siblings growing up, so it was always me by myself everywhere. Yeah. So it's very confusing for me, but it's getting better all the time.
Now, talking about siblings, I remember when I came to StarTale again in December, and you were very happy to see someone that could speak English, and we went out and stuff. You've now had Sase, who's almost like a brother to you, on the same team as you. Are you really enjoying having his company? Is everything going well in that respect?
Yeah, I think if I didn't have him, I would not have been able to stay in Korea for this long. That's also one of the main reasons why I didn't want to stay in Complexity. It was just unbearable after a while when you don't understand the culture and they expect you to do it, and there is no one else you can speak to. You will be very, very depressed and sad, and they don't understand that you are, and there is no one you can speak to anyway. So I'm very thankful for him being in the same team.
Well, I won't take too much more of your time. Is there any final words you'd like to say, and any shout-outs?
Shout out to my team, Quantic, to my fans, and I want to thank the Swedish guys who are giving me a good welcome here in Sweden. I'm really enjoying my stay.
Great, well, thank you very much, NaNiwa, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. We'll catch up soon.